Hello, everyone. I want to talk to you about Nazi propaganda, specifically how it was used during the annexation of Austria and how effective it was. To back up a little bit and review, the Treaty of Versailles was decided at the end of World War I, and really it was designed to punish Germany for their role in World War I. So under the Treaty of Versailles, Germany had to cede land. They had to give up big sections of their country. They had to pay billions of dollars in reparations. And they had to keep a very small military. They capped how many soldiers they could have. They capped how many airplanes. They capped how many ships. Largely because of the Treaty of Versailles, the German economy started to collapse during the 1920s and 30s, and many Germans were exceptionally angry about this and about the Treaty of Versailles. So because of the state that Germans were in, they were desperately wanting a leader that could restore Germany back to its former glory. So pre-World War I Germany. And this opened the way for Adolf Hitler. So Adolf Hitler became chancellor in 1933, and he started to challenge verbally and in his speeches and in establishing laws. He started to challenge the Treaty of Versailles. And in some ways, he completely disregarded the treaty itself. Okay? And he started getting more ships, more planes. He started to build the military. And that happened over the course of several years. But in March of 1938, German troops started to move into Austria, and they wanted to bring it under Nazi rule. So let's take a look at this map. So at this point, we have Germany, which is the yellow. Austria is the darker yellow. I don't know why they use all yellow. And then over here is the Rhineland, which they lost. At the end of World War I, Germany lost. But Austria was really its own country. And so German forces moved into Austria and wanted to bring it under Nazi rule. So how do you think Austrians felt about that? Okay. Well, they were given a vote. In April of 1938, the Germans and Austrians were given an opportunity to ratify the annexation in a public vote. Do you want Austria to become a part of Germany under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, yes or no? And the outcome was pretty clear and pretty astounding. So from that vote, 98.9% of Germans and 99.71% of Austrians voted to say yes to annex Austria under Nazi rule. So why was that the case? So first of all, given the unpopularity of the Treaty of Versailles, people probably wanted to support, that Adolf Hitler was making moves against the Treaty of Versailles, and they wanted to support him. Also, there were propaganda techniques that the Nazis used in order to convince people that their ideas were strong and they were good and they were reasonable. Okay? And so historians have definitely examined the tactics that Nazi leaders have used to ensure that the vote passed. And this is what we're going to look at really specifically today. So the question that I'm going to have you examine is, how did the Nazi Party convince 99% of Germans and Austrians to support the annexation of Austria? Thanks, you guys.